The sex trafficking trial of Jeffrey Epstein's alleged accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, begins tomorrow in New York. Maxwell is accused of recruiting several underage girls that Epstein allegedly abused. She could face up to 70 years in prison if convicted. Brian Yennis is live in our New York newsroom with more on that case. Brian.
John, good evening. Ghislaine Maxwell, the British socialite and former girlfriend of billionaire sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, has been sitting in a Brooklyn federal jail cell for 17 months awaiting the start of her trial, which begins tomorrow. After Epstein's suicide in a New York jail cell in 2019 while awaiting his own trial, Epstein's sexual abuse accusers see this trial against Maxwell as an opportunity to get justice. At least 4 women are expected to testify against Maxwell, who is accused of being Epstein's madam, recruiting and grooming minors as young as 14 years old for Epstein to abuse. The 59-year-old faces 6 federal sex trafficking charges, which carry a maximum of 70 years in prison if convicted. Now, prosecutors say Maxwell would encourage the girls to give Epstein sexualized massages, arranging them at Epstein's homes in Palm Beach, New Mexico, and New York. In some cases, Maxwell allegedly took part in the abuse herself. She is the youngest of 9 children of disgraced tycoon and British publisher Robert Maxwell. She graduated from Oxford and met Epstein in the early 90s, and there is a fascination by how a wealthy British woman could find herself being accused of these heinous crimes. Well, Maxwell's brother says, well, she's being scapegoated by U.S. prosecutors.
This is not quite a put-up job, but nonetheless has been cobbled together so that Ghislaine is made to face the charges that Epstein never faced in place of him. And she is paying a heavy price, a blood price for that. She's treated as guilty.
Maxwell's lawyers have tried and failed to get her free on bail numerous times, complaining about inhumane jail cell conditions. Maxwell has pleaded not guilty to all the charges. Her defense lawyers, John, are going to try to discredit her accusers. They are expected to call a, quote, false memories expert to testify on how memories can become distorted over time. Remember, these allegations go as far back as 1994. John?
We will be watching that case closely. Brian Yennis, live in our New York newsroom. Thanks, Brian.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.